What is going on, true believers? History rhymes. It doesn't always repeat itself, but it does have a rhythm to it. And I think, and I've said this before, and I gave you videos about it, I think this is going to be a big one. It's going to be a crazy project. I'm going to show you why. First, make sure you hit that like button on the way in, and let's start speeding along. Okay, guys, when we originally talked about Speedy, we were talking about its similarity to Turbo. Let me introduce you again to Speedy. And when we're talking about Speedy, here's one of the craziest things of all, and that is this right here. Speedy Run was just announced. So if you're going to be interested in a speed run type game, then this is one of those attention economy sort of opportunities. Now, will this be the thing that motivates people to buy more Speedy? I think it's really the market. When the market is ready for another meme coin run, I think that's when we see Speedy really get a chance to break out. But this will add new investors and create a higher floor. Sitting at 1.7 million market cap right now, you know, what if it sits at a 10, 20, 30 million market cap as its sort of floor level, if you will? That's the kind of move that you could see right here, just so when the market really flips that it springboards and goes absolutely bonkers. Speedy is the other turtle that was happening out here in the wild, not necessarily at that time. This is over a year later, but I gave you this a while back and I said, you know, I really think that Speedy is probably going to be a big time market cap. Now, it went from 40 million to a couple days later 45 million market cap. So I would say that it's primed for another run. Remember, I just showed you what I think happens here, and this is exactly what happened with Turbo. So, you know, we kind of draw this out a little bit and we look at it, and we can't help but get excited with the potential for what could happen. Now, it's sitting at 1.73 million market cap with 168,000 in liquidity, which means that there is a huge amount of upside potentially here. Now, normally in most of these markets, when you get to a 40, 45 million market cap, guess what? Your next surge goes to 100 million market cap. Well, to be fair, I think that they kind of missed the mark on that one, because the market, we're talking about that would line up with maybe February of 25, March of 25, if we're talking about this trend line. So, and by the way, that's just spooky nonsense for anybody who's wondering. It's just spooky nonsense. But what I think, you know, the market was dipping, the market was just really tanking and dumping, so Speedy didn't get a chance to have that secondary run. Well, now we got Bitcoin starting to move again. We've got all the altcoins starting to really fill up. It looks like we're on path for an altcoin season, a breakout of some sort, and that would lead to more meme coins making the round. So as a meme coin, Speedy probably, just like Turbo, going to have this crazy run. And look, it will probably, even if it's just a coattail for Turbo, it's going to go absolutely crazy. I think it's going to make it to 150 million market cap pretty soon. That's about 100x from where it is right now. That's a big run, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if you haven't, you should get yourself a bag of Speedy. Now, I've linked the socials in the description down below in case you want to check it out. You can see here that they're pretty active. They've maintained a presence on this ecosystem. And in fact, let me go back here and point out something here. I'm going to zoom in, get a little granular with you. This is the crazy little pump that happened over the last couple of days. And just to give you an idea here, when you're looking at Speedy, you were on April 20th, on 4/20, you were sitting at 848,000 market cap, and it ran all the way up to 3 million market cap. So you got yourself an easy 4x off of this, and you're up pretty bigly if you did that. If you caught that bottom all the way up to that top, then you made a nice little bag, and you took your initial out, and now you're riding on house money, which, by the way, when I zoom out a little bit, you'll see that the floor seems to have risen just a little bit here. There, you can see it right now. The floor's kind of risen, so that probably means another big breakout getting ready to happen. So I think that this is just a crazy sort of opportunity. So, you know, let's see what happens. But very active, and we've seen this before. If you're interested, it's speedytheturtle.xyz. Again, the link is down below. Anything and everything that you need to know about the project, you'll be able to find over here on this website. So hurry up and get yourself a bag of Speedy. We're sitting at a pretty low market cap right now. As you guys know, I was originally a holder. I'm still a holder. As a matter of fact, I partner with them for this video, and I have a little bit more. I got paid in tokens, full disclosure, so that you guys know that at some point I might be tempted to sell or something like that. What I'm looking for is a return to around a 10 million market cap. At 10 million market cap, I'll take my initial out, and then we'll ride the rest on a moon bag, and let's just see what happens. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.